Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your post-game walk and talk. I'm just going to stand here. The sun has come out in Columbia after the game. A great, exciting game. Not particularly well played at times, not particularly well coached at times, but one kicker made the big play. 61-yard walk-off winner for Missouri. K-State loses this game 30-27. I'm going to start with this thought. These two ADs need to get together and sign a new contract. These teams need to be playing each other. This crowd was really involved in it. There's a lot of K-Staters here, but not as many as people expected. Missouri valued this game as much as any game, I think, on their schedule, and they, of course, flooded the field afterwards, and they deserved it. Missouri won this game despite an absolutely unbelievable screw-up by Eli Drinkwitz at the end of the game when he got a delay a game thinking he was at a timeout. I don't know what he was thinking. And still, their kicker got it through the uprights. An incredible day. The K-State offense was a little bit out of whack at times. They had some drops. Ben Sinnott drops two passes that were crucial. You don't see him do that. Will Howard injured his leg. We're not sure the nature of the game, nature of the injury, but I got to be honest, I'm going to be surprised if he plays next week against UCF. Of course, they'll try to get him ready for that contest. We saw some of Avery Johnson. He came in quarterback run situations. And honestly, they didn't use him enough. Once Will Howard's ankle or knee was locking up, they should have gone to Avery Johnson a little bit more, particularly on a third down. He got him into third and short. They took him off the field, and K-State didn't convert. So a lot of little things went wrong for K-State, but probably the most obvious was Missouri's receivers overwhelmed Kansas State's secondary. So the secondary that's been pretty good looked lost at times in this game. They looked absolutely baffled by what was going on in front of them. And credit Missouri, Drinkwitz's staff pulled out some things that they hadn't shown before. They loaded up for this game and put it on the field and executed. As much criticism as the Missouri quarterback gets, Cook, he was really good at times. He had a clean pocket. He threw the ball effectively. Third quarter, K-State came after him, and he got a little hurried, and they weren't as good. But at the end of the day, it came down to one play. And it wasn't K-State able to make that play, even though they had opportunities. They couldn't convert a key third down, gave the ball back, and Missouri did a good enough job of executing a two-minute offense, although it wasn't pretty to watch. They got it just close enough, apparently. It's hard to imagine that the weaknesses of this team right now appear to be the secondary, which we thought was pretty good, even though it was rebuilt, and the offensive line. They desperately need Christian Duffy back. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Christian Duffy settles everyone back into their positions, and they can go forward as a cohesive unit. I think one of the early disappointments of the season is that the backups on this offensive line have not been able to execute at the level that you would expect from a Connor Riley line. Kansas State falls to 2-1. They got to turn around and play next week. UCF coming into Manhattan for the start of Big 12 play, and the Knights' first game as a Big 12 member. Of course, we'll have all of that coverage at GoPowercat. We'll have a post-game podcast after we get back to Manhattan, and that's it from here in Columbia. Missouri wins in a walk-off fashion, 30-27. Congratulations to the Tigers. That was a great college football game.